Dear students, today we will solve one example of process costing in subject Advanced Accounting and Auditing paper 3 for class 2nd year BCom, V. Nirmal, South Gujarat University. Here is the question. A product passes through three different processes A, B and C, and thereafter it is transferred to finished stock. The information is as under. Particulars: process 1, process 2 and process 3. Units introduced at rupees 250 per 10 units. Process number 1 question mark. Normal wastage percentage of inputs 1.50%, 8% and 10%. Sales value of wastage per 10 units rupees 100, rupees 150 and rupees 500. So per unit it will be 10 rupees, that is 100 divided by 10, 15 rupees and 50 rupees. Abnormal wastage units 100, nil and no information, and cost per unit is 50 rupees. Abnormal gain units nil and 60 units, and cost per unit is 100 rupees. Normal cost of normal output per unit rupees 75 in process 2. Actual production percentage of inputs 97.50. Here it is question mark and question mark. Other information: the abnormal wastage was 66 and 2/3% of the normal wastage in process A. Factory overheads to be considered as 33 and 1/3% of direct wages in all three processes. From the above information, prepare process account, abnormal wastage account and abnormal gains account. Dear students, this is one of the very important examples in the chapter. First of all, let us understand the question. Here, units introduced in process 1 is missing, but cost price per unit is available, rupees 250 for 10 units. So per unit it will be rupees 25. Then normal wastage percentage is given for all three processes, whereas its sales value per 10 units it is 100 rupees. So per unit it is 10 rupees, 15 rupees and 50 rupees. Then we are given abnormal wastage units 100, nil and no information. Cost per unit is 50. My dear students, try to understand. Cost per unit of abnormal wastage is equal to cost of our actual output is equal to cost of normal output. It means cost of normal output is equal to cost of actual output is equal to cost of abnormal wastage is equal to rupees 50. So rupees 50 will be applied for all three. Then we are given abnormal gain units in process 3, 60, and its cost per unit is 100. Dear students, again you understand here, cost of abnormal gain is equal to cost of our actual output, and it will be rupees 100. And then we are given normal cost of normal output per unit rupees 75 in process 2. So here you please understand, 50 rupees is in cost of actual output and cost of abnormal wastage for process number 1. 100 rupees is cost of abnormal gain and cost of actual output in process number 3, and normal cost of normal output of process 2 is rupees 75, and that is nothing but cost per unit of our actual output. And then actual production is given 97.50 in process 1. Further, it was said that abnormal wastage was 66 and 2/3% of the normal wastage in process A. Our abnormal wastage is 100, which is 66 and 2/3%, or we can say it is 2/3. It is 2/3% of our normal wastage in process A. So we can say if 2/3 is equal to 100, so 1 is equal to question mark. So it amounts to it amounts to 150 units. So our normal wastage in process A would be 150 units. Further, factory overheads to be considered as 33 and 1/3% of direct wages. It means our factory overheads would be 1/3 of direct wages. So the ratio of direct wages and factory overheads would be 3:1 for all three processes: process 1, process 2 and process 3. Now with this understanding, let us prepare the process account one by one. This is process A account, particulars, units and amount. To raw materials, rupees 25 per unit. Units not available, so we cannot get the amount. Wages not available, overheads not available. By normal wastage, cost per unit is 100 rupees. Units not available. By abnormal wastage, 50 rupees per unit. Units 100. And by process B account, actual production transferred at rupees 50 per unit. Units are missing. So here units introduced not available, normal wastage is not available. Abnormal wastage available, that is 100 units, which is 2/3 of normal wastage. And further, actual production of process A is also not available. So first of all, we will calculate all these missing data, and then finally we will get wages and overhead amounts of the process A account. Here is the working for units introduced in process A. Abnormal wastage units is 100, which is 66 and 2/3 percentage of normal wastages. Therefore our normal wastages would be 100 units. Divide by 66 and 2/3 percentage, or 100 units divide by 2/3, that is 150 units. So our normal wastage amounts to 150 units, which is 1.5% of units introduced or units input. Therefore units input is equal to 150 units divided by 1.5 percentage, that is 10,000 units. And our actual production is 97.5% of input units, that is 10,000 into 97.5%, that is 9,750 units. And cost of abnormal wastage is equal to cost of actual production is equal to rupees 50 per unit in process A. So now we got abnormal wastage units 100, normal wastage units 150, units introduced in process A 10,000, and actual output of process A 9,750, and cost per unit is 50 rupees per unit. And now by putting all these data in our process account A, we will get wages and overheads. So here our two raw material input 10,000 units multiply 25 rupees amounts to 2,50,000. Normal wastage 150 units multiply rupees 10, 1500. Abnormal wastage 100 units multiply 50, that is rupees 5,000. And by process B, output transferred 9,750 units at rupees 50, and total amount 4,87,500. And now by closing this process A account, we will get wages and overhead figures. Our balancing figure on debit side of process account is 2,44,000, which is nothing but wages and overheads. Suppose wages amounts to rupees 3, so overheads would be 1/3 of wages, that is 1. So ratio between these two is 3:1. So our wages would be 2,44,000 into 3 by 4, and overheads would be 2,44,000 into 1 by 4, that is 61,000. Okay, so process account debit side wages 1,83,000 and overhead 61,000. So to wages 1,83,000 rupees and to overheads 61,000. And finally our process A account gets tally 10,000 units and 4,94,000 rupees. Now we will prepare process B account. Here we have abnormal loss in process A account. So first of all, in abnormal loss account debit side, to process A account 100 units at rupees 5,000, and that we sold at rupees 10 per unit. So by bank account debit to abnormal loss account 100 units at rupees 10, total amount 1,000. So balancing figure 4,000 is our loss of on sale of abnormal loss. So by costing profit and loss account rupees 4,000. And finally abnormal loss account is tally with 100 units and 5,000 rupees. And now we will prepare process B account. Process B account debit side, to process A account transferred 9,750 units and 4,87,500 rupees. Then by normal wastage 780 units at rupees 15, that is 11,700. And by process C account, 8,970 units at rupees 75 already available, amount 6,72,750. In this process there is no abnormal loss or abnormal gain. So now by closing process B account, we will get balancing figure 1,96,950. This represents wages and overheads in the ratio 3:1. So wages amounts to 1,47,712 and overhead amounts to 49,238 will be recorded as an expense in process account B on debit side. Wages 1,47,712 and overheads 49,238, and our process B account is tally 9,750 units and 6,84,450 rupees. And now we will prepare process C account. Process C account, particulars units amount. In process C account, first of all we will record on debit side transfer from process B 8,970 units and 6,72,750 rupees. Wages and overheads are missing, question mark. Then we have abnormal gain 60 units at rupees 100, total amount 6,000. When we have a normal loss 50 rupees per unit and 10%, that is 897, an amount 44,850. And by finished product, that is 9,030 minus 897, that is 8,133 at rupees 100 per unit. My dear students, here you remember cost of abnormal gain is equal to cost of finished goods, that is 100 rupees per unit. So 8,13,300. And now by closing our process C account, we get balancing figure 1,79,400 rupees on debit side. It is nothing but our wages and overheads in the ratio 3:1. So wages amounts to 1,34,550 and overheads amount to 44,850 will be recorded in process C account on debit side as an expenses. Wages 1,34,550 and overheads 44,850, and our process C account is tallied 9,030 units and 8,58,150 rupees. Now in process C we have an abnormal gain account, so we will prepare abnormal gain account for process C.